This wasn't the Cooking Mama game I was expecting. This is Cooking Mama, isn't it? Like, it's Overcooked meets Cooking Mama, isn't it? So we gotta take these ingredients and put them over here. Yeah, it's Cooking Mama. So the ingredients are up above, but first I need to get a bowl. Then I gotta get these pink things. Having pink and red on the same play field is not particularly helpful. Maybe it should be yellow, maybe it should be gold instead. We're gonna talk about that another time. If I'm colorblind, that's not one of my colorblind spots, but you know. Fine. Alright, so it is Cooking Mama. And this is LOL Suprise, BBs Born to Travel on the PlayStation 4. This is a research stream that is obviously going to be a YTF. It's amazing what you can find at Maryland libraries these days. This game was actually on sale. It's probably a couple of dollars from their book sale. So me being me, I knew the game was worth maybe $4 or $5, so I figured I'd get back in store credit what I paid for it. That is my logic for buying this game. It's basically a free rental. I do dig the music for what that's worth. That aesthetic. Don't be scared. Apparently, this is just another Overcooked Cooking Mama kind of video game. Diner Dash. You pick up items, you take them to a waypoint, you process them, then you give them to a customer, and you're doing it all with a time limit, supposedly. There are no time limits when you first do every stage, but we will do some time challenges a bit later, because I am curious how this game plays. I have not played much of it, obviously. I've only been playing this for about half an hour. We're deleting our data, because we're going to start from the beginning, pretend that we haven't played this game before. I just kind of wanted to see what kind of game this was before I started recording. Yeah, to be honest, I had no idea what to expect. I wasn't sure if it was like a fashion, dress up your doll kind of game. I didn't know if it was like a social RPG kind of game or this, which is just Overcooked. Although it's way less expensive than Overcooked is. I don't think Diner Dash
LOL Suprise! BBs Born to Travel!
I think...
Options.
Turn that down. Lord. How do I describe the aesthetic? I guess it's like dolls. I guess it's a Cabbage Patch Kids game, I suppose. Like, okay, so you're dressing up dolls, but yeah, that's not what the game is. That seems to be what this IP is about. No idea what this game is about. I mean, I know it's an Overcooked game. I just don't know what the vibe. I don't know what the IP is supposed to represent. Stickers. Not really my thing, but I guess like most guys I don't have wallpaper like most guys. I think I have some pictures of Ghibli stuff around here. I got some Ghibli pictures on my phone, but I don't have any of this. This isn't really my scene. But I guess this is training. So if you're a guy and you're watching this video, don't be scared. This is training, because eventually your girl's going to make you sit down and play a game like this someday, I suppose. So you better desensitize yourself while you can. As for the rest of us, I'm just a dude who plays video games on the internet. So I am clearly experimental. I played I played a sewing video game on this channel. I don't remember what the title was. I played a horse racing game on this channel, 2 of them. And what's the other game I play that's probably questionable? You know what I'm getting at, though. I'm not scared of these games. I just don't really. I haven't played have I played a Barbie game on this channel? No, I have not played a Barbie game on this channel yet. So we haven't gotten that deep down the rabbit hole. But we are playing this. So I guess at some point I'll play a Bratz video game. But not today, kids. Today we're choosing the queen. We got a Yas queen here for our cooking show. So we're going to be the Iron Chef. We're the most metal of chefs. Okay, so how are we going to do this? We got to get a bowl. Then we got to grab 3 of the ingredients that appear on the top left-hand corner of the screen. Once we get all 3 ingredients, we're going to take the bowl here to be processed. What does it do? I don't know. It's like cooking. And once the processing is done, we hand them the bowl, and the business is done. Now we need 3 of these turquoise things. I have no idea what they are. Maybe they're sandwiches from the Dragon Power video game on the NES. That's a very inappropriate reference for this particular video game. I had no idea what to expect when I bought this game. I just knew that it was affordable, and I wanted to see what it was. So it was basically a free rental. You never know what you're going to find when you get... Because the box doesn't tell you what kind of game this is either. So you're basically just going in blind. I'll show you what I mean in a second. Oh, I should also mention this game is PS5 enhanced. So does that mean it has an unlocked frame rate? Search for more detailed rating summaries. This game is for everyone. I guess it's safe. You can play this with your 5-year-old. So I guess if Overcooked is too stressful, you can play this with your 5-year-old. Yeah, Agent Baby is one of the gamer glitterati. She only plays video games in 4K with ray tracing. And triple-digit frame rates on an OLED monitor. Of course, I love the idea of the gamer glitterati playing a game like this on a PS5 with a 4K screen. Because they refuse to play a game like this with a 4K. They refuse to play a game like this in less than 4K. They want all the pixels. The gamer glitterati. They are everywhere, dog. They're the people who refuse to play Zelda Tears of the Kingdom without an emulator that upscales it to 4K. Let's see, how we doing? Let me go back a bit. Now, that was untimed, but there is a time challenge we'll get a chance to try out later. But before we do that, I want to show you, where's my, a fashion show. Don't be alarmed. I'm just going to see if I can, change the outfit of my avatar. My Yas Queen. I thought I could change her. Okay, I guess I can change her. So we can change her complexion. We can change her eye color, okay. We can make her fragrant. I mean, okay. How brown can we go? Whatever. You know what? Fine. There we are. Okay. So we got Bon Bon, Yas Queen, Cheeky Babe, Diva, Shasa Fierce, 80s BB. Is that supposed to be Madonna, I guess? It's like Madonna meets Rainbow Bright. I don't know. I mean, I don't remember Madonna having the colored streaks in her hair, so I'm getting a Rainbow Bright vibe. I don't know what to tell you. Or maybe she's like, not Tiffany. No, she's not Debbie Gibson. Never mind. Debbie Gibson. The Glitterati. The Gamer Glitterati Club. So, we'll stick with Yas Queen. Okay, fine, I need a player. There we go. So we'll go with that. Good enough. Let's pretend I care. Oh, it's a QT. Oh, it's a DDR. We're gonna do a Shenmue QuickTime event. So what am I memorizing exactly? Okay. Right up. Okay. Right up. Right. I always hated Simon. Never liked Simon ever. Right up, right down. At least those are the buttons you're pressing, not the directions you're pressing. What do you have to check? How could you optimize your game maybe? Right, up, right, down, right. Seems fine to me. Okay. I won. What did I win? I'm the internet's next top model. Amazing. It'll be the next what's-her-name who was dating Travis Kelce. So that was the fashion show. I think we'll be fine. So I guess we're not going to do that ever again. We might check out one more option later, but let's play more of the Overcooked crap. In fact, before we do that, complete time challenge mode to get more rewards. Okay, so let's do that. So we did the practice mode, which was untimed. Now let's see how we do when we're on a clock. Well, maybe we're not on a clock. We might just be like just beat your best time, basically. There might not be a fail state at all, which is why I'm doing this research stream. I mean, why not? So it's the easy mode of Overcooked, I suppose. You can play with the D-pad if you want. We need 3 hearts. I thought I could dash. Yeah, I guess I thought I could dash. So we'll grab a bowl quick while that's cooking. The idea is to save time on the next run. 3 pinks. I don't think I can dash here. Yeah, gotta cook it first. Yeah, there's no dash. Yeah, I thought I could dash. Guess I can't. So I am on a time crunch. 3 turquoise. But it seems less stressful so far than Overcooked, so we'll see how it goes. That. Okay, we're good. Okay, so we need a red, pink, and a blue, or a turquoise. Cook it, and that's it. That's the last order. Three minutes to spare. That works, I suppose. So what are we doing here with these Cabbage Patch Kids? Like, really, what are we even doing with these these poor Cabbage Patch Kids? What are we even doing? Like, wasn't there another doll that was kind of... I have to mash on the button. What was that other doll that was kind of like the Cabbage Patch Kids? I mean, I thought the whole vibe of these things was that, yeah, they're basically big-headed dolls. Except they're posable. But, I don't know the IP. New styles available for my doll. Okay, so what's this? Another QTE event? Okay. What am I doing? I'm not memorizing. Right, up, left, left. Yeah, I can do flashcards. Whoops, wrong button. Yeah, I pressed the wrong button. Left, right, down. Down, up, up, up. So we're 3 out of 4. 15 out of 16, right? Take me down to the Glitter City. Yeah, that doesn't sound like the song it doesn't even matter what kind of song I was expecting at this point. Fine. Complete the level to unlock the time challenge mode. Okay. So we did the time challenge mode. So I guess remember we beat that with 3 minutes to spare and then some. 189 seconds as I recall. So what should I be expecting from a game like this, really? Like, how challenging will it eventually end up being? Again, I don't know what's going on with the fragrances. Maybe it's just a vibe cologne. Why would a kid... Okay, kids stink, but that doesn't mean they need cologne. Human beings are funky creatures. Cologne. Wait, what are we teaching kids anyway? Wear cologne when you're in grade school? Come on. You can teach your kids you know to wash yourself every now and then. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna need a red. I'll take that. If we can't do two at once, we know what we're doing. Red, pink, whoops. Pink, turquoise. How about I just use the D-pad? So we need 3 reds. While this one's cooking, we'll dump the other one off. It's not going to overheat or anything. 360-degree controller rotation, so you kind of have to account for that. Whoops. There we go. So cook that. Dump this. We're going to need a... Oh, give me that. Need a red, pink, blue. Dump that in there. Dump that. Okay, we need 3 greens. So we'll cook that, deliver the next. Get the next one prepped. Red, pink, blue. Whoops. This seems efficient to me. I don't know if it's the most efficient way to play. It just seems efficient to me. So while something's cooking, I'm walking somewhere else to cook the next thing. That's the way I would do it. Whoops. And you know what? If it teaches young people how to prioritize when they're in their home, that's actually not a terrible thing. While the oven's preheating, you can like prepare. While the oven's preheating, you can throw something in there while it's preheating. Then you can prepare. That's how I do pizza. I throw some frozen meat in the oven. Then while the oven's preheating, I unpack the pizza and prepare to throw it in. So that when the pizza is completely unwrapped, the oven will be ready. Real cooks know how to do that on a far more sophisticated level, but you don't need to do that if you're just in your own crib. No one's really on that kind of time crunch, thank God. But it's mainly just how I cook. That's how I use the oven. I never cook just one thing in the oven. I'll cook 5 or 6 things in the oven. Like it's usually like a bunch of meat and some pizza. The vegetables I can usually cook in the microwave. I almost never roast anything because it's all frozen anyway. So I think we're doing just fine. I can't imagine spending an hour playing this game. We'll see how deep it goes. We'll spend a little time sampling how deep it goes. Again, what kind of game did you... Again, I had no idea what kind of game this was. Now that I've seen it, I can't imagine it being that sophisticated. Yeah, like I said, never played any Barbie games on this channel. I haven't played any of those Nintendo pet games on this channel. I did play a My Universe game, didn't I, right? One of those My Universe games. Yeah, I don't know what the I don't know what the layoff situation is among those game developers. All I know is that there are a lot of people who want to work on video games when they grow up, and they wind up making Garfield video games. I thought there was a run button. I'm not running. It doesn't feel like I'm running. Yeah, it doesn't feel like I'm running. It doesn't feel like I'm going any faster than I already was. I'm holding down the square button. It doesn't feel like I'm running any faster at all. Yeah. You'll see a little smoke behind me. It doesn't seem to be all that useful. So I guess it'll help me get it. It'll help me like shave a few seconds off my time, I suppose. Probably shouldn't have sat around waiting for that, but whatever. So we need a red, pink. There we go. Yeah, I don't think you have to get them in that specific order. They just all have to be on the bowl. Give me that. Red, pink. Okay, we got 4 more to go. Need a bunch of reds. Yes, we would have to wait for that cooldown meter to turn off. We just have to press the button, then just go to get the next ingredient. At least that's my logic. 1, 2, 3. So I do have to wait for that meter if I want a second ingredient of the same type. That's the problem. Whoops, give me that. I need to fidget with the controls a little bit. That's just how it is. Give me the pink. Your boy's in the pink. There. Okay, last one. All pink. Pink sushi? What are we making here? Oh, I probably wasted my time even making that. But that's the last one. Okay, we're fine. No bonuses. Get lost. Okay, so who do we got on the right? With the blue hair. She sounds familiar. Anyway. I'm probably not going to be in a position to comment on any of this stuff. I just thought the blonde with the colored streaks in her hair was doing a Madonna thing. A line dancer. Amazing. Probably shouldn't be charging this battery while I'm playing, but whatever. I don't know, man. I guess we'll just get a bunch of this. Like, what are my rewards exactly? I got a gold star on that. So I guess I get a silver star for the normal mode and a gold star if I complete the time challenge in a decent time, I suppose. I don't know what the fireworks fragrance is. It's a Katy Perry fragrance, I don't know. Smells like America, I don't know. Or maybe China, as the case may be. I don't know. We need red. Whoops. Finger slipped again. That's gonna be a thing. Hit the button. You have to hit the square button to run. The button. Hit that, and we're good. Button. Why do we have to hit the button anyway? Gotta mix it up, I suppose. Red, red, red. I guess we're just mixing it up. Now in a multiplayer game, sure. This game might be a bit more interesting as a multiplayer game. Red. Can I drop that? How do I drop the red? Crap. Okay, I accidentally picked up the wrong ingredient. So what am I supposed to do in that situation? Throw it in the recycling bin? Accidentally picked up 2 reds. That was the problem. Give me that. Of all the problems to have, I accidentally put 2 reds on 1 plate and I screwed myself. Whoops. Sorry. Didn't put it on the exact item. Didn't put it on the exact tile. Good. Gimme. Yeah, I'm barely even running. Like, maybe I need not be wearing these high heels. I don't know, maybe wear something that's a bit more appropriate for your work environment, honey. I mean, she's wearing shoes like she's supposed to. It's just the whole... First of all, can I trash this? Because I don't know how to get rid of an ingredient from a plate if I accidentally pick it up. Like, imagine the indignity of accidentally picking up the wrong item from a plate. Like picking up two of the same item and not being able to put it back. Amazing. We're done. So yeah, it's a bunch of this. Okay, so I am kind of wondering how long I'm gonna have to keep playing this game. I'm kind of convincing myself it's gonna eventually crank up the difficulty on a significant level, but I guess it won't. The only thing you can really do is just do the timed mode, I suppose. Midnight cosplay. Sure. So it's Gwen Stefani on the silver. Don't recognize this chick. What? The silver hair must have been Gwen Stefani, right? I guess in my mind, it went to Grace Gwen Stefani. I don't know what to tell you. When did she actually wear the silver hair? I don't remember exactly. It was like a platinum blonde thing. So all of my stars here, so when it says on the top right-hand corner of the screen, the first star is always gray or silver. So I don't know how to get a gold star the first time I play. Unless I play it again, I don't know. This game didn't come with a manual or anything. Because you can't change your hair, it's all about the complexion. You have hearts coming out of her feet, flowers coming out of her knees, no perfume, sparkles coming out of her feet, sparkles coming out of her feet, stars coming out of her shins, and fireworks. Whatever. Again, why are we teaching kids to wear perfume and cologne? Again, when I used to wear cologne back when I was in 4th grade, I didn't see the point of it. I guess it seemed interesting at the time. Yeah, Dad let me wear his cologne for a while, but I didn't really see the point of it. Like, at some point, you're just kind of laying it on thick. Literally. Everyone's going to make the jokes about gamers who don't use deodorants, which my response is, unless you're washing your dirtiest parts twice a day, sometimes 3, you're going to stink. You can't beat science with an antiperspirant. Because you're not applying it to the areas that need it most, if you know what I'm saying. So, and even if you are, you're using it wrong. So just wash, okay? I know some people are particular about that, but at some point, like I said, you can't beat science. You can't destroy your biome by just focusing on your armpits, okay? That's just how it works. That's our scientific analysis for the day. And even then, applying antiperspirant to any part of your body is just going to force the sweat to come out of another part. And where do you think that part's going to be exactly, other than your hair? Other than your head? That's all I'm saying. So don't fool yourself. Your body wants to eliminate heat. It will do so by any means necessary. If it didn't, you would die of heat exhaustion. Some antiperspirant should never be that good. So at some point, your body is going to sweat in other places to make up for the places where it can't. So don't fool yourself. So if you think your fellow anime friends at the convention stink, then just invite them to the bathroom and give them some body wash or something, I don't know. Maybe give them some hygienic towels. I don't know. We need some pinks. Again, pressing these buttons is just stupid, but I guess it's supposed to slow you down if you're in a multiplayer game. I guess there's some charm to just playing this game without a time limit. But if you want a time challenge, you can get it, which I appreciate. But arguably, the fun of Overcooked, which is kind of figuring out how to play the game within a reasonable time limit, and then just trying to optimize beyond that. Like just trying to survive, then optimize. Here, it's like the game just makes it incredibly easy to like just complete every regular stage without any kind of fail state. Which again, I don't mind. I just think that if you're playing a game like Overcooked, there should be like a more generous time limit so that people can learn. There still should be a fail state, I think. But it should just be kind of RuPaul's Drag Racer. It should just be like long enough so that people can just kind of figure out, okay, I'm really screwing this up, but I still didn't lose. So you're giving them reasonable guidance, but you're not failing. Like, in other words, you don't have to punish them. Just tell them, okay, you don't get a time bonus. Like, that's the optimization. You give them a time bonus. If you don't beat the stage within the time bonus, the game will kind of nudge you and say, you know what, you probably should have gone faster. But you're not punishing them for not knowing how to play the game right away. So you're giving them a chance to learn without punishing them too harshly and making them do the stage multiple times. Again, there are reasonable ways to do game design to be more friendly to newcomers who want something a bit less stressful. And time bonuses are the easiest way to do that. Like I said, not everything has to be designed like a 1980s arcade game where you have to keep pumping quarters into a machine to keep people from... You have to keep pumping quarters into the machine, you know what I mean? You need a bunch of pinks. Because there are lots of arcade games that would be perfectly fine, but for the fact that there were these really, really nasty time limits. It's really brutal. I don't know who wanted that. Okay, they're all over there. Can I carry 2 bowls at once? Apparently not. So again, if you're playing with multiple people, this would make a lot of sense. But one-player mode, I don't get it. So we need three pinks. Again, all these buttons feel like gates for multiplayer. They're not really that useful here. Give me that. I accidentally almost picked up 2 of the same ingredient again. Okay, so I think we get the idea. That's the kind of game this is. It's an easier version of Overcooked. So I guess we'll do one time challenge and just move on from here. Yeah, I can see, like, I think an 8-year-old who doesn't want to play something as, you know, frustrating as Overcooked might want to play this. But I think at some point you gotta graduate to something a bit more sophisticated. I guess if you're trying to learn optimization, I guess this is a reasonable way to learn how to do it, but... Again, I like the idea of them trying to make games like Overcooked for younger gamers who don't want anything as stressful as Overcooked. But there kind of has to be something more to it than what this is, I'm afraid. So yeah, it's better than this game is better than I thought it was going to be, but it's a solid C- at best. Because it's Overcooked, it's interesting, but it basically has no teeth on it whatsoever unless you like put them in yourself. And there's no real. It's not. And again, there's none of the really. I don't really see any of the clever stuff you would see in Overcooked, like having to throw plates across like having to throw plates across the room to like get them past some obstacle. Like that, I kind of thought was amusing. But again, it adds to the stress because then it becomes like a top-down puzzle. It becomes like a top-down puzzle action game in that sense. But again, I admire the creativity. So I guess we'll clear out this stage and end the video. I guess we can play some more of the music, which might be okay. Right now it feels very demo track. Very, very demo track friendly. Very demo track heavy, for better or worse. Yeah, I can't really say much more about this game. If I were a bigger Overcooked fan, I probably would say more about it. But I don't really have much to add to that. It just feels like a lot of this. So like I said, we'll try a time mode to see how challenging it gets eventually. But again, I love the idea of food waste because you accidentally picked up 2 of the same ingredient on a plate that only requires 1 of each ingredient. So you just throw the whole thing in the compost heap in the bottom left-hand corner of the screen. Like you just throw it in the trash because, ooh, I can't put the extra piece of ingredient away. I can't, like, if I had picked up 2 apples by accident, I can't put the apple back on the plate. That's double dipping or something. Maybe there's something I missed. Like, put down the last ingredient you just picked up. But apparently you can't do that.
LOL Suprise.
Yeah, very 80s. Beatnik, babe. The Wild Woman of Borneo. Yeah, very retro. A diddle diddle, the cat and the fiddle, the cow jumped over the moon. Dig that crazy milkshake. Like Oscar Wilde, man. Woo! See you later, devil gator. Do I want to go to the Neon Desert? Well, like I said, we'll do a time challenge. Yeah, we'll do the time challenge. We'll come here, we'll do the stage, and we'll do a time challenge. Yeah, emoticons. In 20 years, I guess people will look back at this game and say, what's with the emoticons? Oh yeah, that was how all the kids talked back then. It saved them the tyranny of having to type things out with their fingers. Or thumbs, specifically. Emojis kind of had to happen. Smartphone keyboards are the worst. They aren't as bad as they used to be, but they're not a reliable way for me to do productive work. Even if you turn off the autocorrect. What? I think you can put bowls into boxes, and then put boxes into balls. Yes. So we need 3 diamonds. Where's the bowl? I need 3 of them. Is that how we're doing this? So we're just processing at this point. Huh. Intriguing. So we're making candied fruit, I suppose? Okay, so I can't grab the next bowl yet. They're still teaching me how to do stuff. This music is fine, but it's no Cleopatra's, what's that word? Cleopatra's Treasure, is that what it's called? The Otaito game. That's still a Hall of Fame song, by the way. If you can hear that Cleopatra game that Taito made, you gotta hear that music. So there's an extra processing step before we can grab the bowl. I don't know. So I guess we're making those fancy donuts that they make down in DC. Those fancy gourmet boutique bougie donuts. That's what this is. Wait. We need diamonds. Okay, so we can grab pinks. There we go. So we're learning. Give me that. Now we need some, not those, stars. Yellows. I don't know, man. I guess I was kind of hoping this game would be a bit more sophisticated. I mean, I guess it's better than Animal Crossing. That's my hot take for the day. LOL Suprise, better than Animal Crossing, New Horizons. Which isn't saying much. They're still about the drip feed. It is what it is. Hurry up. Wrong one. Okay. I got the wrong ingredient. Sorry. This is different than what I want, she said. You take it and like it, girlfriend. That's what I wanted. I don't get bonus points, do I? Go away. Yeah, it's not particularly good, so I guess we'll go back, do some time challenges just to see how it goes. I might do a time challenge here, I don't know. None of these rewards are interesting in any way. I do like the stop motion doll thing they're doing here. I do kind of like that, although there's not much to it. It fits the vibe, I think. Having these stop motion doll poses. I do kind of like that. But there's not much else I can say about the game's aesthetic that's in any way interesting. It's a Switch-friendly game. This game is out on the Switch. Can't imagine the frame rate being that much lower. So we'll do a time challenge here to see how we do. So yeah, this game's a C- at best. Not awful, but not above mediocre. I like the idea they tried to make Overcooked, but too basic. Basic BB Born to Travel, unfortunately. Okay, we got 5.5 minutes. Let's go. Let's go! We have to hold the square button to run. Actually, I think this is the most efficient way. Is to grab the next plate while the other one's being wrapped. That's my logic. If you're waiting for something, go somewhere else. That's how I describe efficiency. Waiting for water to boil, do something else. Reds. So we're good. Again, just holding down the square button to run gives us basically no extra speed. Blues. Or we could just do this. That's faster, yeah. We have two different workstations, so it's faster to just run to both workstations and to wait for one to cool down. So we're shaving a couple more seconds off of that, I guess. 3 reds. So grab 2 here, then go to the next one as quickly as possible for the third one. That seems to be the most efficient way to do it. You know. I'm the Jeff Bezos of LOL Suprise gamers. But thankfully, I won't be tracking your bathroom breaks. I tend to believe that's what happened during the pandemic. No restaurants would let them use the bathrooms. They had to run around and do multiple deliveries. They couldn't take a bathroom break. So they basically wanted them to wear truckers' diapers. But we'll talk about that another time. Well, there are diapers in this game, in case you haven't noticed. I just wasn't going to comment on that. Like I said, it's baby doll It's a baby doll aesthetic. It is what it is. I don't get it, but again, I used to have Cabbage Patch Kids too. Just that wasn't what I was doing with them. They were just hanging around with my stuffed animals. They weren't doing any of it. I wasn't dressing up my Cabbage Patch Kids. Okay. They were playing with my stuffed animals. All right. I think some of them also became like Titans because they would have like my action figures. So obviously I had to break out the Cabbage Patch Kids to fight the G.I. Joe action figures. So if you had Sky Commander's toys back then, you could always turn your dolls into Titans. That's basically the aesthetic behind Attack on Titan, isn't it? Your Sky Commander's action figures are fighting the giant dolls who are tearing up your Lego cities, your Duplo cities. That was childhood. You saw Toy Story 3, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Kids' imaginations being what they are. And then you grow up and become the next Attack on Titan mangaka, I suppose. I don't remember the guy's name. What was the guy's name? I can't pronounce his name. I don't remember his name. Let's just say he's no Miyazaki. Give me that pink. So again, I'm learning. Just go to the last station to grab the third one while the second one is cooling down. Oh, give me that. Darn it, couldn't get through the gate. So I lost a few more seconds. We had 113 seconds. Not bad. 113 seconds left. So no, not that hard. Again, would you call this slop? Yeah, it's not a lot to. Again, Overcooked has strategy, but again, if you want a game, this game needs to have more meat on it. But what are you gonna do with that meat? You could add more modes, I guess. Add more mini games. Like maybe add like a strategic layer. Maybe do some resource management. I don't know, but it's a kid's game. I don't know what anyone's expecting out of this. So we're going to end the video pretty soon, but what I'll probably end up doing is cranking up the music so you can go out on an 80s vibe. But, yeah, too bad. Yeah, I wasn't really feeling it. Alright, so I recorded this video with my triple driver headphones plugged into my gamepad. That's all I gotta say about this game. It's meh. But it's not as bad as I feared. So gotta sell this one ASAP. We'll play something a bit more mature and maybe a bit, well, we'll just say something, we'll play something more mature next time. I think we deserve that. Don't be afraid to get up and dance.